episode 4. Because the next day, 20th of March, was my first day of my language course. So I have to report to the school for starting my language course. Even though the taxi driver kind of remind me that this hostel probably not safe for you to stay, but I have no other options in that moment. I already been exhausted throughout the whole day, wandering along the street in Cork cities in the rain. I couldn't get anywhere. My resources about housing rentals are really limited. I newly arrived here, just like 2 more days, not yet 3 days there. I don't know anybody. I have no resources about accommodation, information. So for preparing starting my language course the next day, I finally, without any other choices, options, I have to compromise to the 3 to 4 nights availability accommodation in the Sheila's hostel. So I finally took out my suitcases. I moved them in slowly in the rain. And I finally confirmed like 3-4 nights there. Yeah. I put myself up in there in the 6 bunk beds female dorm. And so that's it. So next day, and during the same day after I put myself in the Sheila's hostel, I sent email again to Hosting Power. Still no response or feedback from them. And the Hosting Power finally replied me. I think it's until the late evening of 20th of March or 21st of March. So the 20th, next Monday, I report myself to the school. Yeah, for the opening ceremony of the language course. And then finish, I started to search either on the phone, like they direct me. I ask about, where can I try to, to look for rooms, accommodation, information. They direct me to try Daft.ie. You sent email, but I sent loads of emails out through the website, but there are no responses. Yeah, there are 0 responses. And try to like home.ie as well. Well, and when I finally get hostingpower.ie's response, you know what they replied me back? They say, "Oh, your host lady must have end your stay, like whatever." They just simply state like that. They made me homeless on the streets without anywhere to play and without paying me back. And they just, your host lady must end your accommodation. Yeah, must end your stay like that. You can take your time to visit our website, log in with your email address, and you can choose at the most 5 other options. We'll try to process for you as soon as possible. Gee, you already made me homeless on the streets. Now you tell me ask me to take my time, yeah, to look for another room, to make another booking. I did actually. After days later, I did try that when I was stayed in the Sheila's hostel, I couldn't get any other responses from the other suppliers. I tried log in their website again. Well, they still have to deduct the booking fees. Yeah, which amounted to like 400 to 500 for nearly 2 months, for 7 weeks, because my pre-booked accommodation, it's more than 7 weeks, nearly 2 months, from the date 16th of March until the 6th of May in Margaret Wash's house. But now that the Margaret Wash is kicking me out inhumanly without paying me back, together with hostingpower.ie. Now, hostingpower.ie with their social service languages, all with their very cold, they don't care. They don't care you. Yeah, you got kicked out by your host lady. They just tell you that, your host lady must end your accommodation, just like that. Then just take your time to log in to make another booking. You won't be charged. And it does. So I give it up. Then I try to send emails. So there are like numerous of emails between me and the hosting power, back and forth, back and forth. They always refuse to refund my payments for compensation of Margaret Wash is kicking me out. Then I got tired for sending emails, and sometimes they don't even reply me at all. So I got through from 19th March, 20th of March, 21st of March, and until the day 22nd of March. After 3 days later, hosting power still didn't respond me for refunding my payments or compensating my payments anyway. So what can I do? And Margaret Wash kept in silence. Yeah, even though I sent numerous, like the guard claimed that I sent the numerous abusive emails, which I showed actually presented on my press posts. She didn't respond. Yeah, she didn't respond or offer any resolution as well. So what can I do? Yeah, I was stranded with in the corner with no other choices. I was homeless. Yeah, homeless every day, worrying about where I'm gonna stay. I only got like 3-4 nights in the Sheila's hostel, and Sheila said they were not available in the next few weeks either. And everywhere I try to call, there are no availability either. Like everywhere is fully booked during that March or between March and April, those time. It's hard to find any accommodation. And for me, a newcomer is extremely hard, difficult, without knowing anybody, without any resources about housing rentals here. Yeah, I don't know about any local people, nor familiar with the Chinese who have lived in here. And so I can only walk myself back. I choose to walk back on the afternoon of the 22nd after I finish my morning language course at Griffith College. So in the afternoon, after my lunch, I took the 220 bus back to Ballincollig, get off at the bus stop opposite the Super Value Market there. Then I walk over directly to Margaret Wash's. Arrived at her front yard. Tried to press her doorbell 4 times. No response from her. I was expecting her would come over to open the door, let me to get back my leftover belongings left in her house. No, she didn't. Then I pat with my hand, pat on the glass door twice. She didn't answer either. I know she was in there. She was in there. What can I do? So I step back. Yeah, I step back, stand by the side on the road, nearby the front yard. Yeah. I started call her name. Margaret Wash, get out. You can't even open the door. Did you just forget? Did you still remember how you abused me, kicking me out on the morning of 19th of March, a few days ago? You think you hide in the door, problem solved. No. So I started calling her like that. Shame on her for what she did to me. And I keep silent, hiding in her house, playing as a victim. And then she called the guard. Actually, firstly, I don't even know what a guard means, you know. For me, for policeman is police. I don't know about any Irish languages. I don't even know that figure, Angada Shiukana. I don't even, I didn't recognize the guard station. So she called the guards to come. 2 male guardee from Ballincollig station came to the site. The 2, I finally got to know their names, called Aidan Barry and Gareth Brennan. And by that moment, that day, when they wrongly, evilly arrested me, I didn't even know their full names. I didn't even pay attention to their badge numbers either. So these 2 guards stepped in the yard, and Gareth Brennan asked me to shut down my camera. Yes, threatened me, shut down my camera. Shut down your camera. And questioned me what I was doing there. I tried to explain to him that lady who's hiding in her house, what she had done to me. Well, this guard suspended with his abusive tone, like, what happened between you and that lady? It's not our business. I only know you are now at somebody's private house. I didn't even get a chance to get in the house.